What is up, guys? Welcome to another GDM Unlimited video. Last time we chatted, we got some Topps baseball cards. This time, we're going to go over to the gridiron and do some football. It's what we're best at. So we're going to do one mega box compared to two blaster boxes. Now, the mega box is $60, and the two blasters are $30 a piece. And if my third grade education serves me correct, that is the same amount of money. But we're going to see where the best value is. Now, with the two blaster boxes, you are guaranteed one more prism. However, in the mega box, you are guaranteed two more exclusive refractions. That is quite the tidbit. But yeah, I'm going to give it over to my guy with the magic hands and let him get at it.
Cool. So yeah. And the other thing too is I haven't really, looked at the back or whatever. You can see the price there. So this one doesn't really get too crazy about. It looks like they basically say the same thing though. Like you're looking for. There's a 300 card base set, which is an immense amount of base cards, and then highly limited inserts. So dazzling debuts, urban legends. Same thing says here. Basically the exact same. So. It'll be interesting. We'll probably do the big mega box first, and then we will do the blasters. This product is the first time we've done this. We've done a lot of football this year, obviously on the channel, off the channel. Rookies and Stars was, I think, our favorite to open just from, how many different varieties there were. There was, a lot of unique cards. It was...
just seemed like with every pack, it was at least something.
And it's such a good rookie class that there was a lot of good rookie cards we were getting. Donruss, by far, has been our favorite overall, I think, that we've
100%.
opened, as far as, value and stuff. But... we've watched a ton of other, people ripping this stuff, and it's looks like, pretty quality product. So even for being unlicensed, it's kind of cool. You just lose out on the logos, but you really don't need the logos. You know who's who. Okay, first pack from the Mega. These cards also do look really kind of cool this year. I think they're pretty...
That's probably the best aesthetic I've seen.
Pretty cool. Yeah, we got... Oh, look at this guy. Marcus Allen. Sunday Swag. Ooh, Jaden Daniels. Right out of the gate. Topps Chrome.
Oh, my God.
That's pretty cool. Look at that.
Is that Malik after him?
It is. Back-to-back, we got a Malik finesse, but the Jaden Daniels... Washington is pretty cool. For sure. Love that right out of the gate. And then Larry Allen is kind of on the...
R.I.P.
On the...
R.I.P.
Actually?
Yeah, he passed.
Got Larry on the, what am I trying to say here? Veteran players. That's kind of the cool thing about this set, too, is, they give you a ton. This is a thick card. Is it numbered? Oh, that's why, because it's stuck together. And an Edgerrin Cooper.
What? Oh!
So that's kind of cool. I was like, wow, this card's really thick. Is it, numbered or something wild? And we've got some cards.
So we almost got back-to-back-to-back rookies.
We did.
We did get back-to-back.
They were stuck together.
Rookies.
They were stuck together.
Quite literally, actually.
No, put Larry Allen over there. Yeah, there's a lot of cool, veteran, old-time players that they've been putting into this product.
That might be the three best cards in a row that we've ever done.
We definitely went on a really savage run with Rookies and Stars, I think.
Yeah.
Where we pulled
Jaden and Brock.
It was Jaden and Brock and maybe somebody else all back to back. I feel like we did
maybe
a
Marvin.
I feel like we did a Bo Nix back to back, but that's
But then
really...
I feel like there was a cold streak afterwards, so I guess we'll see where...
Well, there was 40 cards in those packs, so you can't win them all. All right. Keep the luck going. T.O.
All right.
Ooh, Dante Culpepper, Bryce Young on the second year. That's kind of cool. Hines Ward, all etch.
Oh,
that's a pretty card. That is a pretty card.
Look at that.
Hines Ward was definitely one of my favorite receivers to watch when I was growing up and first getting into football.
He's one of those players that you don't like. It doesn't matter who you're a fan of. You just like to see them do well.
Yeah, you just like him.
A gritty guy.
You just like him.
Just scream Steeler.
This is some cool stuff so far. This is some cool stuff. Keep it rolling. Oh, Janikowski.
First round.
Deuce McAllister on the. That's a really cool card, actually.
These are some classic names right here.
This is a cool card. Deuce McAllister.
And we're to go.
It's kind of like a black and white kind of noir vibe going on there, so that's kind of cool.
And we're about to go to the polar opposite with this next name, but.
Hey, you know what? You never know. Jalen Polk, we keep all our rookies on this channel. We sleeve them up because you never can tell. So put him over
I
here.
hope he does well, though.
Chad Johnson on the finesse.
Ocho.
That's kind of a cool. That's another throwback name. The cool thing about what I like about doing like opening products like this that have some of these like old names is like it's kind of just like nostalgic, like not that you forget certain players ever existed, but like it's it's been a while. He's been out of the league.
Shout out to Unk and Ocho Nightcap.
There's Walker and then Mason Smith. So a couple more pretty nice little rookie cards there.
Maybe he'll do well. Walker.
You never can tell.
A little bit of a depth chart to climb.
There we go. My guy, Brett Favre.
Hey, let's go.
That's a cool one. Oh, Brock Bowers on the Future Stars.
Oh, my goodness.
That's a pretty card.
That is.
Although it kind of, no. Is it?
No, don't say it.
Is it scratched a little bit?
No, that's part of the.
No, it's just part of the card.
Don't put that.
Funnily enough, the woman who sold us these boxes.
Ah, yes.
We got she handed them to us from behind the shelf or whatever, and that was one box was kind of damaged, and she was nice enough to
switch it out
for us. So all chrome team, Rob Gronkowski.
That is nice card.
That's kind of cool. Arguably one of the best to ever do it in that position. It's kind of cool.
Probably the GOAT, not gonna lie.
We got in the same pack. We got arguably one of the greatest tight ends of all time, and then potentially maybe Brock Bowers.
The next generation.
Yeah, Powers Johnson, and then Michael Wiley.
I don't think
a couple more rookies there.
I don't think it's a stretch. I mean, Brock, unless something catastrophic. I mean, knock on wood.
We're not. Yeah, we are all knocking on wood here.
That man could go to the Hall.
I believe that. I truly believe that. Just kind of sorting.
Let's just be careful what we say, but yes.
I didn't miss any of my rookies. Cool. All right, so 3 more packs left. So far, I mean, again, this box was $60. So, I mean, it wasn't necessarily cheap. Oh, Joe Green, that's a throwback name.
Look at that.
Nice.
That is a throwback.
I love the...
Rod Smith, Johnny Wilson on the kind of like a checkerboard situation going on. And then Jerry on the all-chrome team.
I got to say, I love like the mix of the classics and the newer cards. I love it.
The font is kind of cool. It kind of gives me like old-fashioned like diner vibes for some reason. I don't know why.
Those are the best.
But it kind of gives me that vibe.
Like it's nice seeing like all the current players of today, but it's really nice seeing like the players of yesteryear. It's awesome.
And then another throwback over there, veteran player. Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, I feel like people's only gripe from this product is that it's unlicensed. But I mean, it really doesn't affect me that much. I know there's a lot of kind of like some cool names that sign for this. There we go, Peyton
Manning.
There we go, Peyton. We got Troy Polamalu.
Wow.
Todd Heath.
That is...
You want to talk about some throwbacks.
Most underrated tight end.
Future Stars, Audric Estime. That's another very thick... Oh, that's why these are sticky cards. Jalen Wright, rookie card. That's kind of cool. And then Charlie Batch. Wow.
I guess we'll...
Just what I always wanted, a Charlie Batch card.
Guess we'll see there. We already saw.
Yeah, there's nothing more to
say.
We already saw.
I don't really know where you were going with that one.
I thought you were going to try to make a joke with the word batch, and I was going to...
we were going to have to edit that out. Yeah. This is a PG channel.
I have some discipline.
All right, last pack. Earl Campbell. That's another great throwback name. Leroy Butler. Lambeau Leap founder. Ricky Pearsall on the... That's a really pretty card. Oh, Donovan McNabb.
This is fantastic.
This is really cool. There's a lot of really good old names in here. Donovan McNabb.
It's been like a throwbacks galore.
Donovan McNabb and Brett Favre were my 2 favorite quarterbacks when I was like first getting into football.
Those
They
are the
were
guys we grew up with.
they were by far my two favorites. I loved Donovan and I loved Brett, and I got them both in this. Oh, here we go. Brock Bowers, numbered 3, numbered 3 out of 150,
Oh my god!
and it's a blue. This might be this and the Jaden are probably
the best cards we've pulled.
Probably by far the best two from this this box, but that is a beautiful card. Numbered 3 out of 150, Brock Bowers rookie.
Oh my goodness.
That's insane.
That is wow.
Brock, you better go to the hall now.
I was about to say that.
Yeah,
He will.
that is cool. All right. And then we got Roman Wilson rookie, and then we got Chop Robinson rookie. So yeah, I mean, so we got a pretty nice little stack of rookies from there. I mean, you know, we like I said, we keep all our rookies. You know, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think we got 12 like rookies or whatever that we haven't, you know, necessarily sleeved up. There's obviously a bunch of rookies over here too. I mean, Ricky, Estime, you know, a couple of Brocks. You know, Edrin, obviously, Malik right here. Those are the two bad boys,
Yes,
though, right
sir.
there. Jaden and Brock, definitely two best pulls from that. And then, I mean, even these ones, I mean, they're just really kind of quite pretty cards. I mean, I love that Brett Favre one. The Donovan is pretty sick, too. Donovan and Brett are going in the PC for me, for sure.
It's safe to say these have been, like, our favorite base cards.
I would definitely agree with that.
100%.
As far as base cards go, like, usually I'm kind of like, yeah, whatever.
I've never been excited for base
Yeah,
cards.
like, I'm usually like, yeah, whatever. We try to just kind of sell them off or whatever, or, you know, whatever, move them. But
Yeah, it's hard getting.
these ones I'm not really necessarily gonna.
What would
I mean,
you guys rate that out of 10?
I'd rate that 9.8 out of 10.
9.8.
9.8. I would go 8. I would go 8. I would have liked maybe like a couple more special inserts, maybe. But, you know, to get a couple of the top rookies, especially Jaden, who arguably was the best rookie QB this year. I don't think you could really argue that. And obviously getting a numbered Brock